What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, quick update on the Bitcoin price here on the daily chart, because I want to show you a very strong resistance where BTC needs to break to start becoming extremely bullish to tackle that all-time high and continue to the upside, because we do have a major resistance here in between 60,000 and 55,000. This is where we have this huge cluster of VPVR. Very important to take notice. This is why we are currently going sideways, and it is taking a lot of power for BTC to break these levels, especially after this massive pump that we've had for the last 10 days. Now we're also going to take a look at the Theta network, token, which I think is really bullish. There is a very good scenario of Theta coming all the way up here in the next coming weeks to tackle the all-time high, which is just around about the $15. We are creating high lows over here, and we've broken out of a descending wedge, so that is where we should be going in the next coming weeks. And I'm going to show you the different levels and what are the patterns we can see here for Theta network, so make sure to stay tuned. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to Bitcoinsensus. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Let's dive in here straight on to the daily chart, because what I want to show you here with the VPVR, these are one of the most important tools in my opinion to see where the most volume is and where there's a lot of resistance and support, all depending on if the price is above or below this major volume. And now we can clearly see, there's a major cluster above us. Yesterday we were talking about this major volume over here in between $48,000 and $45,000 approximately. I would say 47,000 is where the most volume is, where we have this peak. We talked about this yesterday. If the price came all the way down and corrected around this area, this is going to hold very nicely as support. This is when I'm going to come very bullish. This is where you want to start buying, in my opinion. Now what I want to show you here also is the resistance where we currently at. If I take the BTC price and I zoom it in here where the VPVR is, this is where we are getting, that consolidation, that kind of rejection. I think the BTC price, the longer we consolidate here for the next few days, the more power it is going to get to break it. But if we do not break it in the next coming days, eventually we will have some type of selling pressure coming all the way down to these potential levels. Now I'm going to show you what levels we could come down, and also if I zoom in here on the 1 hourly chart, we were talking also about this diamond reversal pattern. This is more of a continuation in the end, because we do have this massive amount of volume, price consolidating, going sideways. We did break out here just with very low volume, so if you were in a trade, I would close this trade. We didn't have enough power to continue to the upside. We're just going sideways. Like I mentioned, it is a possibility on these diamond reversal patterns. It's not the most beautiful. The only thing that was convincing is that the volume was higher in the middle of it, so we can take this out of the way straight away. Now it does look like that we are forming a kind of an ascending, I would say an ascending kind of channel or wedge, or you could say it's a pennant. But what I don't like of this is that it could be an ascending wedge, which is slightly bearish. And if we go to the 4 hourly, we're still having bearish divergence. And this is not bearish divergence, this is exaggerated divergence. Exaggerated bearish divergence is when the RSI makes lower highs, and the price action just goes sideways. We are hitting that same level here, just below the $56,000. We are hitting that major resistance every single time, so we are going sideways on the highs and we are making lower highs on the RSI, which means that we are creating exaggerated divergence on the 4 hourly chart, which is slightly bearish. So if we just zoom in here on the 1 hourly, we could still consolidate here for a while. But if this were to plan to play bearish, then the measured move would be coming all the way back down here to the bottom of the wedge. If we did break here the support level, and this is only going to take us to the $53,500 range. That would be the bottom of the wedge. If you do connect here these higher highs and also these higher lows, it does create a kind of an ascending wedge. Now the measured move to the upside, if we did break the major resistance here with successful volume, with a nice green candle, the measured move would be round about the back here of the wedge, and this could take us all the way to the $59,000. But like I showed you, if I zoom out on the daily chart, this is where we have this massive cluster of volume. And if we have been pumping here for the last 10 days, and we do have that another pump over here I think we're going to have a massive sell-off, guys. This is not healthy for BTC to go this parabolic in just a few days, okay? We are going to see some type of correction because we have experienced this before in the past. When BTC goes pretty parabolic and doesn't have a correction, okay, for a few days, then we do see those massive sell-offs. As you can see right over here, we can also see them over here, okay? You do have those sell-offs if you don't have those healthy corrections. Now that would be the measured move, and as you can see, we would just be arriving, okay, to the top here at $59,000, just round about this major resistance, this lower high over here. So it is going to be a very, very difficult area to break, especially if we haven't consolidated. I think that we are going to get a major rejection and you know, a major correction before we continue up, guys. You remember, I am bullish, but I don't like to see the price just going up and up and up without any correction, because I know the further you go up, okay, without any corrections, then the corrections are pretty big, and nobody is expecting a big correction at this moment. So let me just go here with this chart, okay, because I want to show you this. And you know, I got some comments from some people saying I'm a great artist, and that is not a compliment. A great artist drawing lines on the chart, and you know, it does make sense, this about being a you know, Elliott wave theory. We've got 5 waves, and now you can see here on the picture just beside, and you know, when we create 5 waves on Elliott wave theory, we do have an ABC correction, and the C correction sometimes does go below the first wave, as you can see here on the picture. And sometimes when you create that first wave after that ABC correction, which we are creating right now, it does go above the 5th wave, as you can see on the picture. So round about this range, even though we start pumping a little bit, maybe hitting that $59,000, that second correction, that second wave should be coming for BTC, okay? And that second wave can be pretty aggressive if we still pump a little bit more, almost hitting that $60,000, then have an aggressive dump to $48,000 range, which would be more or less that area to have that second wave, okay? Because if we take the Fibonacci retracement, this is round about that area, okay, in between, you know, $47,000 and $50,000, which is the 38% and the 62% golden pocket, okay, of the Fibonacci retracement. It does make sense to have that second, okay, wave, almost, you know, hitting round about that third wave from the first wave, okay? Remember, we are seeing this as 5 waves, you know, smashing all-time high. So I think that we've created the first wave, we've created the second one, and we are inside the third one, and the third one could possibly finish well above the all-time high, and then the 4th correction, and then the last 5th correction that would be finishing the bull cycle, in my opinion. Now, not everybody can detect these waves. As I said, I think that we are still inside of this 5th wave, and we haven't seen the second wave correction, and this is going to be one of our best opportunities, guys, to get into also that third wave, because with Elliott wave theory, usually the third wave is much larger than the first wave. So if as soon as we start seeing that correction, guys, I do believe so, it's going to be that second wave correction, and you know the deal. Third wave is usually larger than the first wave. On this consolidation is where I am going to step in. I'm going to give you my details on what I am doing here with my trading. Remember, guys, for experienced traders, Bybit, my favorite swing trading platform, you get the best bonus down below, which is $600 at this moment, up to $600. My favorite day trading platform, PrimeXBT, you get 50% added to your deposit. All the information is down in the description. Now let's take a look at Theta Network, because Theta Network, I see this as a very good project. Okay, it's one of my favorite cryptocurrency project. Theta is, a decentralized streaming network, okay, and it's got a really bright future, an excellent team, and I'm really bullish on this cryptocurrency. What I see over here is that the bears are losing steam, and this is the daily chart. We had a massive descending wedge on Theta Network. We already we broke the resistance here. Now we're just having a consolidation, and on the daily chart, what is extremely bullish, okay, on Theta Network. Now we're going to zoom on the 4 hourly and 1 hourly, don't worry, but we see, these lower lows, and we have technically created a higher low on Theta. and this is very, very bullish, especially after breaking out this descending wedge. You know, there is only one way, in my opinion, for Theta, and that is to the upside in the coming months, okay, potentially weeks. I don't see Theta coming below here $4.50 right now, because we have technically created that higher low on the daily. And also something very interesting for Theta is a major resistance zone, which is around about the $10. We see a lot of consolidation here as resistance, and a lot of just a hit here on the daily. We hit it, we came straight back down, okay, just around about the $10 area, right? $9.50, $10. You can clearly see that that is a major resistance. And the good thing about this is that we have created also here a left shoulder, a right shoulder, and it looks like that we are creating the head, and now we are creating the right shoulder over here. It is very, very likely that Theta will be hitting that $10 in the next week or two, potentially. It might be in days, but everything is pointing that we are going to start pumping here for Theta in the coming days, guys. The structure of the chart is looking absolutely great. We've got we have created a higher low, like I mentioned. Lower lows are not being created sideways. This has only got one direction, in my opinion, and it is to the upside. We have broken out a major structure over this descending wedge, and the measured move is coming all the way up here to the $15, the top of the wedge, meeting all-time high, and it will be possibly likely to Theta break the all-time high in the next coming months, I would say, before the end of the year. Now let me just go on the 1 hourly chart, because we are kind of forming an ascending triangle here. I had someone in the comment in the Telegram group, guys. If you haven't joined the Telegram group, absolutely great. We do share some trading ideas. I've got some brilliant guys there, okay, in the community. Make sure to join the alerts channel, also the Telegram. And if you don't follow us on Instagram, follow our Instagrams also. We post every single day. Now Theta, it does look like that we are forming an ascending triangle, because we are creating on the 1 hourly higher lows, and also we are creating, you know, this major resistance that we've touched twice already, creating this kind of an ascending triangle, right? Now this is a bullish pattern, but it can break bearish. Now what I want to show you over here is the measured moves. If we successfully break the resistance and the support, is getting the back, okay, of the ascending triangle. And from the breakout, if we do break out in between today and tomorrow, the measured move would be coming all the way down just below $6, okay? So Theta network could come around about the $6, $5.80, meeting here the bottom of this ascending triangle. But if we do break bullish, the measured move would be coming all the way up here to almost the $8, okay, just below $8. So this is a pattern that we are paying attention now on Theta network. If we do have that dip, guys, this is going to be extremely bullish, in my opinion. This is just going to be a better buying opportunity, because on the macro here, this is the structure that I am seeing, okay? We are seeing, you know, kind of inverse head and shoulder after breaking out this descending wedge. So it is blue skies for Theta network, I think, in the next coming weeks, okay? So this is what I got for today's episode, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to smash up the like button. Check out the Bitcoinsensus website. We have the latest news, technical analysis here, and we also got exchange reviews, okay? So you can find out where the best bonuses and deals are. And thank you. If you haven't seen my Bybit or my Parametric BT tutorial to learn how to trade on those platforms, video on the screen. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you later.